Alright, we are live coming at you from the Hyperdash Arena for another Dash League Network presentation. This is a semi-final matchup, elimination matchup. Well, actually, it's not really elimination because the loser is going to face whoever for bronze, third place, something. Anyway, this is a semi-final matchup, sprinter tier between UNSC and Southern Cross. This should be a cracker. I'm joined in the booth by Moderation, but he's only going to be here for a few minutes. How you going, Mod?
What's up? I'm doing great. I'm very stoked for this match. Southern Cross is awesome people, and it's really awesome to face against them in such a high-profile match.
Matchups or the maps for today are Launchpad, Quarry and Stadium. Now Quarry's an interesting one. I know it's a popular one between UNSC and Southern Cross. They are both really good on this map, so this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, with the ping difference, and they get Launchpad to possibly try to take an early victory, and then you know how it goes. The momentum from the first win can carry on to the second map. It can demoralize. I don't think that UNSC, especially this lineup, is going to get demoralized even if they did lose it. But it's going to be interesting. They got some really slick players on Southern Cross. They've been playing together for a really long time. They've got great coordination. I mean, some of these guys have played together since, I don't know, the first season at least. Oh, hey, FireHorse, is there a way to patch the game audio in? I guess it doesn't matter since I'll be hopping out, but don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, look, I believe there is. It does take some setting up, though. It was supposed to have been set up and it's supposed to work, but it doesn't for some reason, so a little bit crazy.
I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction that Axion is going to be their 5th.
Yeah, as we take a look at the roster for Southern Cross, I've got Rapscallion, Rembrandt, Crash Zone, Axion, Beulah, Quaka, Nugget, Xerneas, Wakanda, Lord Grim, and Universal rounds out the roster. And they are some pretty impressive heavy hitters there, especially Rapscallion on the Rockets.
They have been just getting better and better every single year. I remember there used to be a time when I could beat Crash Zone 1 and Crash Zone 2, who later became Crash Zone and Axion. These days, nope. Can't really do it anymore. I believe this is going to be a very fun match. It's good to see Beulah in there as well.
Yeah, as we take a look at the roster for UNSC, they have Bible Crusader, 1-Up Crusader VR, Colton, 0007, although he's lost his 7 these days. Moderation, there you go. Oogie Boogie, Umdubs, how do you spell that name? Akio? Ako. Topcat, Ash, Little Killer, and Tread. There's a couple of new names there I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, we took on, what is it, at least 3, right? Topcash, Ako, Topcat, and Little Killer, yeah. Yeah, Bible Crusader was in charge of recruiting this season. He picked up some new guys, and so far Topcat has been a great addition to the team, and haven't seen the others play too many league matches yet, but they got potential. Oh, there's Uni coming in as number 5. I hope that Axion is available for them just so we can face the toughest version possible, because I would expect nothing less from the friends and pals and homies over there at Southern Cross. I mean, to be honest, I think they're probably one of my favorite teams since the very beginning. And Rembrandt, just such a great dude. Bueller, Uni, Axion, Crash Zone, Lord Grimm, who doesn't play very much, but he's one of the coolest dudes on the planet. 6'5" Aussie, has the coolest Aussie slang that I've ever heard in my life, talking about, I'll have to ask Michela. Like, who's got the dingo, and I have to ask Michela. Yeah, if anybody is watching this right now who's able to commentate, please help FireHorse out. I can only stay until the match starts. I think we're going to see a pretty close launch pad. I think that both teams have the capability of pre-checkpointing each other. It's hard to say who's going to win. I think if everybody was on even pings, it would probably be even closer, to be honest. But, sometimes the ping differential can be an advantage and sometimes a disadvantage. Like, when I play on Dallas, it's one of the lowest ping servers, but I never get a good connection to it. But when I play on, Singapore, I might be, invincible just because I use the dashing dynamic to get in there before the connection tells them that I'm there, kind of a thing. So it kind of goes both ways, but it really depends on who is the worst connection to the server. So if UNSC has some high yellows and maybe a couple greens, they might be okay, but if they got reds, they might be even better. I don't know. It's just weird how it works out sometimes. I do think that the double CP, which is fairly likely to happen at this point, the double CP will be a good indicator of how bad the connection is to certain people versus others. Now, on a personal note, I am on the UNSC team, and we were not 100% sure that Oogie Boogie was going to be able to make it because he was having a nice hibachi dinner, and very, very happy to see that our prized Shetland pony, Oogie Boogie, has made it into the stable for tonight's match. And then we got Crusader VR, the GOAT. Got nothing but love for Crusader VR. He's just joined the team a while back, and he's listened to all the advice and just gotten so good. He is one of the strongest objective players in the entire Dash League. Great with the rockets. I mean, he might be the best Rocketeer out there. He's definitely in the running for it, that's for sure. And Rapscallion as well. We got a couple of the best Rocketeers in the entire game facing off on Launchpad here, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. And again, hoping that Axion can make it probably for the second map. I would guess that they're just doing a little bit of a rotation just to get some variety of players into the match. But I do hope to see Axion in there. One of the most underrated players in the entire league.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Very, very accurate. Just such an amazing killer to watch. She's actually got her own YouTube channel, and I would recommend you check that out if you're trying to look for some high-level POV play. Some of her footage is absolutely amazing to watch.
Oh, no way. Yeah, I didn't know that she had her channel. I'll check it out for sure. Hey, let's plug the name of the channel. Do you know what the channel's called?
You know what? I'm not actually sure what it's called. I've seen it a couple of times. I've subbed to it. I'm pretty sure it's just Axion, but yeah, don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've been back there.
Cool. Yeah, if somebody in the comments can shout it out. Otherwise, after I leave, right before the match starts, I'll post it in there. But yeah, this is a fun match. Honestly, a little bit disappointed that I'm not going to be playing in it myself. I was hoping to meet some old friends on the battlefield for old time's sake. You know, funny enough, I've only played, I think, one league match, and actually it was only one quick map in probably 3 seasons, I think. I'm actually the oldest or longest rostered player on the same team of anybody in the entire Dash League, and yet it's been 3 seasons since I played more than one map in an official match. And good luck to both teams. With that, I have to let you go due to new rules. I wish I could commentate, but I got to go. Good luck both teams. It's going to be a great match. Thank you, FireHorse. See you guys.
Thank you, Mod. And we are just about to get underway as we see the red team setting up. Kanda has shotguns. Kanda's down already. And they're back up, double stack, triple stack there for a split second. Kanda is still running around being a menace with those shotguns. He gets... is that 6 now? 7! He is still going. Oogie Boogie takes man. Finally. Oh, beautiful headshot there on Rembrandt. As we round the first corner, that should be the house clear by the look of it. There it is, Viola finally taken out. And they are making their way down the hill now. UNSC is definitely struggling with that ping. Rapscallion notorious for his rockets. They'll be looking to take him out as quickly as they can. And Oogie Boogie finally gets him. Some good holds from here from Southern Cross. Certainly slowed the cart down quite considerably. With 3 minutes 30 just over, and they're still not at the bottom of the hill. This is really where they need to be. It's great work here from Southern Cross holding them down. Looks like there's a few people around the cart now. Rapscallion clears him out with a shotgun. Here they are, 3:14, and they're at the bottom of the hill finally. They really need to make up some time here. Universal getting a couple on the cart. Bueller becoming a menace. holding the house, trying to get behind them. One of Crypt takes him out. Looks like they've got a clear run to the cart now. It is still hasn't moved much. There's Rap scaling with those rockets, goes down again to M-Dubs. M-Dubs gets some push on the cart. Takes out Universal. Beulah takes it. Two minutes left now. We might switch to the blue team as we watch some of these group ups. Getting some movement on the cart now. Looks like Rembrandt is on a 4-kill streak. As we switch to blue team now, as we watch them try and get these group ups going. Just over 90 seconds to play. They need to have that cart under the SMG bridge to have a chance at checkpoint. Otherwise, we're really looking at a pre-checkpoint possibility here. Cart still has not moved, and we're just over 1 minute to play. Southern Cross pushing up, making it very difficult for UNSC to get anywhere. They're struggling to even get to the cart.
1 minute remaining.
Finally get some movement on the cart as it comes through the SMG bridge. Those rockets are still up. They need to be taken down. Rapscallion takes out the cart. Just trickling in at the moment. It looks like they're grouping up now, as we can see on the minimap. One up Crit gets one with the shocks. Bombarding that cart from long range. Great strategy, especially when you've got people on the cart like that. They might do this. Oh, it didn't quite make it. That is a pre-check. Oogie Boogie just couldn't quite get to the cart. They made it 39.16, which will show up as 39%. Let's take a quick look at the scores. Wakanda is on top with score. Oogie Boogie on the other side has got the highest score and the highest kills, 33. Let's watch Red Team get set up. One up Crit is going for the double shocks. Oogie Boogie looks like he is doing the shotgun strap.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go. First elimination.
One up Crit gets Beulah but doesn't get to the cart. Looks like the red has been taken out completely. We switch back to kill cam. Meanwhile, we see the cart moving around the first corner now. Rembrandt is the pusher on the cart. That's interesting. Universal gets one in front of the cart. He gets another one. He's chasing the rockets. Someone else got them. They are now looking at trying to triple stack. Someone's in the house. Universal goes back and takes him out. Gets the rocket player. M-Dubs gets a triple. And the rockets are back up from Crusader at long range. He gets a double and gets taken out by Bueller. Again, another long range shot. Great to see. He's pushing forward to give himself some space. That's a sneaky little spot. One up crit takes him out. The cart is moving. Almost SMG bridge now. 4 minutes up their sleeve. Bible Crusade trying to slow them down with a cart on the shield. The shield? Shield on the cart. That's the one. Oh, Raps gets a double headshot. Four kill streak now. Oogie Boogie got the little spot under the bridge. Gets a good few kills too. And the shield is back on the card again. That is such a good strap. Rapscallion's got behind looking for those rockets. He gets Crusader. Cart is moving. And they're almost there. That's it. Southern Cross get the win. Wakanda on the cart to push the final seconds. 2 minutes 30 up their sleeve. Remember, we are on a Sydney server. Take a quick look at the scores. Oogie Boogie, 49 kills, 4,800 points, leading the charge for UNSC. Universal on the other team, 38 kills, 4,700 points. Wakanda and Rapscallion both taking the top kills with 41. What a match. What a match. Now, I do believe we will be switching to a US friendly server, probably Dallas or New York or something like that.
What's up, FireHorse?
Gravex! Good to see you, man.
I saw you in the booth and said he cannot be in the booth all by himself,
No.
especially for this beautiful semifinals match.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we got UNSC Sprinter Tier semifinal versus Southern Cross, FireHorse's kind of home team. So it looks like Southern Cross was easily able to take the payload there. Just getting to that checkpoint, still have 3 minutes left on the clock, so phenomenal job by those guys. It looks like we're gonna be, yeah, as you said earlier, moving to a US friendly server for UNSC to hopefully take this domination. Now, what map are we gonna be playing? Ooh, I love me a good quarry. That's definitely gonna be a fun one. A quarry for a domination is a fun one. It's a long one. It's a very, very long one, but it's gonna be very, very fun to see how these teams play it. It looks like did UNSC pick this one or did Southern Cross pick this one?
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. I'm not entirely sure how this went. Look, it wouldn't surprise me if UNSC picked this one, but it also wouldn't surprise me if Southern Cross picked it because they both like this map. They both train this map a lot, so I expect this to be really close, even though UNSC have the advantage and they're known to be strong on this map. So, actually, you know what? If I had to put money on anyone, I'd say UNSC might take this with the ping advantage.
Yeah, the ping advantage is definitely going to be massive here. Because, I mean, with a quarry, it's a very large map, and it definitely depends on your tunnel play and your ping for a huge win, so... Yeah, gonna be really interesting. I am kind of predicting a UNSC win, probably like 3-1 in the first 15 minutes. I feel like the ping, Australia to US. I'm not sure if we're in a UAE server or a UAW server, but where is it? Dallas. Ooh, it's a Dallas server, so we're right smack dab in the middle of the South. Yeah, so that's actually going to be a really interesting one then. It looks like UNSC, though, has full green ping and Southern Cross 2 yellows and 3 of them on red, so definitely not the best ping for them. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like we're just getting ready to get started. Obviously, Southern Cross sitting in their little strat room, getting all their strat talk. Let's take a look at some of those payload stats from earlier. Looks like we got .com. Oh, wait, never mind. No, that's the last game. Shoot. It didn't work. Are you running G-Man's commands or whatever it is? Oh, interesting. Seems very fancy and hard to set up. Boom! There it is. Yeah, there we go. That's the launch pad. Yeah, so it looks like we got Oogie Boogie top killing with 49 kills. Phenomenal job. Lots of push. Looks like Crusader also doing a great job with pushing. He seems to have... Yeah, he seems to have had the most push time. Oh, never mind. Rembrandt really carried that card on for Southern Cross. Yeah, just had to realize which team each was on. But yeah, the interactions per minute were huge. Oogie Boogie with a 7.2 interaction per minute ratio. Is ACY percent? Is that accuracy? What's it up to? 100, I assume? Yeah, so Rapscallion with the highest accuracy, hitting 20.1% of his shots. Kills per minute. It looks like our highest frequency killer was Uki, which makes sense. He was the top killer as well, 49 kills. KD looks like Rapscallion with a 1.95 out of 2. So that's a huge KD. Almost there.
The accuracy is a little bit unusual. It's actually slanted toward the heavy weapon user because a kill with a rocket will be 100% accuracy shot. So yeah, it's a little skewed towards heavy weapon users.
I didn't know that. That's very interesting tidbit. But yeah, like phenomenal stats for all of these guys. But I mean, we saw Southern Cross take it in the end, and we can see that on our spreadsheet as well. So yeah, again, we're just waiting on those teams for them to finish up strat talk and warming up and getting ready for this Ori. Yes, the map. Doesn't look like, FireHorse, you can correct me here, but I'm not sure if we have any roster changes coming out of last one. It doesn't look like it. Oh, never mind. Looks like somebody from Southern Cross dropped. And they're still waiting on somebody. Oh, that's probably the reason why we're waiting. Oogie Boogie with crazy packet loss. It looks like they might be resetting a server. Or 2 of them just dropped. I have no idea.
Yeah, Rembrandt dropped out, so I would have thought Axion might be popping in, but gee, they might be replacing 2. That could be interesting.
True, very interesting. Sorry, Dashcam isn't up to date at the moment, but that's intentional. Because he wanted it to not.
Yeah, that's not a bug. That is a feature. It is a new feature from Galliartha, who decided he wanted to keep the scores prevalent throughout the lobby, which I thought was a great idea.
Yeah, now knowing that it's a feature, not a bug, it actually does help a lot. Because not all of us have those complicated spreadsheets. We could just use the Hyperdash for our basic gameplay, because we can see Oogie top killing and everything like that. So yeah, it just looks like Wakanda's gonna hop in for Southern Cross. We're still waiting on one more person. Nobody else, no new joiners yet? No, doesn't look like it. Looks like we're waiting. How long are we into the buffer period? I'd assume like 5 or 6 minutes now, right? Maybe even 10. Somebody in chat can let us know.
That's an interesting question, actually, because you've kind of he's turned the camera on its side. Look at that!
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of got to take note of when the match finishes. At the moment, I'm looking at 12:02, which I think is only 5 minutes past. So I reckon they got at least another 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at about 10:03 right now, so we're about halfway through our buffer period, and it looks like, yeah, somebody hopped in and did.
Yeah, I wasn't quick enough to catch who that was that jumped in and dropped off. Could have been.
Yeah. Just that they need somebody in there because it's getting close now, so we'll see what happens. Because if it's a forfeit, we go to control time. But I doubt that Southern Cross is gonna forfeit this one. They'll just have to play somebody on a charger if they need to, or whatever it may be. Sorry. Our bottom camera getting us a perfect view of our semi-final matches. I'm pretty sure Dasher tiers are completely wrapped up at this point. Our Dasher tier finals are finalized, which is actually massive. Definitely going to be a good game. If you don't know who's in those, go back, watch the past couple of games. They're phenomenal matches. Any new? Nothing yet. Oh my goodness. We are nearing the end. Oogie Boogie showing us his legs, I guess. I don't know. Most interesting thing going on screen. Oogie Boogie's legs. I don't think he realizes he still has the drone. Never mind, he knows. But yeah, do we have any matches tomorrow? Actually, let me take a look at that. See what kind of stuff we got going on for tomorrow. It looks like we have a 1 p.m. Eastern Time Hacks versus Hush, cast by Jake, Jaded's husband, Jake from State Farm. That's gonna be a volcano and a canyon, and that is our Walker 2 semifinals. And then we have Life versus Supernova, cast by Castle, going with a launch pad and a volcano, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, a little early matches, but it's a Sunday, and they're gonna be some great matches already. FireHorse with the 4 a.m. and the 10 a.m. Oh no. That's a very FireHorse kind of thing. Very, very Australian time zone. Not friendly, but we'll see what happens with those Dash tier finals. So yeah, again, looks like we're still waiting on that last member of Southern Cross. I'm really excited and nervous to see who they're gonna bring in here, because it's gonna be very, very close on time. to get them up to speed and ready, or they will lose this buffer period. It is 06 right now, for whatever your time zone is, and it looks like we started at When was that? When was the start of that buffer period? Are we just gonna say? Are we just gonna say, give him 4 more minutes?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I feel like the players would be keeping track of that more than anything else. And obviously somebody in chat, actually, I can go look back at the VOD. Let me go do that. Oh! Quokka. I have not seen his name around. Is he newer?
Oh, look, he does play. He has played, and we do see him occasionally. He's just not one of the top players.
Oh, he's not their top lineup.
No.
So yeah, we're gonna see Quokka hop in here for this quarry. Ooh, alliteration. Looks like Rapscallion's gonna take his home button and go immediately into tunnel, grab the dash, completely disregard everybody else there, and take A. Southern Cross already with a countdown. Great pick by Bible Crusader to be able to get that counter. Or that double counter, excuse me, on A and B. Bible Crusader gonna push into Southern Cross's base now, get that button and hop onto the rail actually. They are gonna take it back and Universal's gonna get that long range pick. Somebody else still sitting in there, it's 1-up. Able to get the pick. N-Dub's also sitting in there. UNSC putting in relentless effort to get them all out of C right now. 2 of them in there at least right now. Doesn't look like we see a mini-map right now. But, yeah.
Red team scores 3.
Quokka gonna move over to B. Oogie Boogie. Gonna push through tunnel. No dash for him. M-Dubs gonna push through. There's our mini-map. That's what we need to see. M-Dub's gonna push in by himself. Crusader in B.
Red team counter.
M-Dub's getting the base. There's a counter. We can see M-Dubs on our bottom camera getting the countdown. Looks like they lost B. They're doing a great job of holding that home base, but somebody really needs to go get B, and it looks like that's going to be Crusader. Gonna push in there. Not get that pick just yet. There it is. Gets the countdown. 3 people up. They get C and B with the double counter. Crusader. Universal able to get that pick. Save B for him. Take out Oogie Boogie as well with the crazy headshot. Looks like there's 2 of them getting ready to push. 3 of them getting ready to push right into A. Southern Cross only needs this button here. Only 2 people left alive. They got the counter, but not for long. Universal able to push in. Hop off to the side. They're able to get the counter again. UNSC has B under control, and it's gonna make sure that that Southern Cross doesn't get this point. Quokka gonna push out of C. Looks like he's gonna stay B squad. No, he's gonna start pushing in the tunnel. Doesn't see him. Doesn't move around. Bully with the counter. Does get the pick on Oogie Boogie and is able to get the button. I can definitely see what you're saying though with Quokka being just a little bit slower than the rest of his teammates that we've been seeing here. With a little bit of training though, he's definitely got potential. I can already see it. Quokka, couple of shots fired. Gonna try to get whoever's on that rail there. Wakanda with the counter at C. It looks like they have it under control. Quokka gonna push up. Back to his base, trying to find this dash pickup. See if he can get anywhere with it. Looks like he's gonna push into the tunnel, try to find a Bible Crusader. Gonna pre-fire. Not gonna get much on Quokka. Gonna pick up the health. Try to defend his home base here. It looks like Bible Crusader's still up. Don't know where he is. Where did he come from? Where did he go? I don't know. It's Bible Crusader. And he looks like he's down. 1-up crit though, able to clear out tunnel, grab the health, and he's gonna push back in for another skirmish. Takes out Wakanda, does a great job. Does get the snipe from the other side of the tunnel by Universal. Bible Crusader though, able to be there, clean up Rapscallion, able to get that trade. Push back, make sure that his base is okay. UNSC with map control so far with A and B. And it looks like some of them are pushing up. One pushing up through tunnel. Looks like it got away from Wakanda and Rapscallion. Goes down. The Bible Crusader in the base again. Doesn't get the button. Gets taken out by Roller. And is going to get that counter. Bueller also going to go take B. Oogie going to be able to get the counter there. Quokka also hopping in. Crusader taking out Buller.
Red
Gonna
team
probably look for another pick though. UNSC with a countdown. 4 still up. Is anybody gonna get a counter here? Yes, they are. A and B double counter.
blue team scores
Rapscallion.
countered.
Gonna stay at B. Kinda just watch. Get that button hold. He heard the countdown. Now he's gotta really defend. He's the only button left up.
C.
Does take out Oogie Boogie.
Red takes A.
There is somebody else there though using this cover for the wall here. Gonna get sniped by M-Dubs.
3 countered.
M-Dubs getting the point. Bueller, the only one left alive, does get the counter. Wakanda up as well. There's another countdown. The only 2 left alive. Looks like the rest of his team is up, and that countdown is gonna stop. M-Dubs though, sitting in the base, ready to get another counter. Still 4 up though, and it looks like he's not down yet. Still got most of his health left. Very, very low. Rapscallion able to finish it off, but there's still people flowing right into that C there. Battle Crusader gonna sit on the button. Only Quagga left alive, and it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to finish it for the countdown.
This round.
And the UNSC taking first point. There's that ping coming in, man. That ping diff. Very, very, very important. UNSC with their first point. Let's see if it's gonna come with a snowball or not.
1. Go.
Gearing up for that season as we come towards the end of our season 6 of Dash League. Battle Crusader gonna push
First elimination. Red
through here. Checks around the tunnel, sees the dash trail. Rapscallion able to get his trigger finger quick enough to get behind there already. UNSC with a quick second point. Nobody was there to defend. They were all too busy about pushing. I didn't even see that one. Wild. UNSC immediately taking their second point. We've only been in this match for 6 minutes.
Match point. Blue takes C. Blue
Watch
takes
Bible
C.
Crusader again. See if we can get this. See if we're gonna see the same kind of push. Southern Cross with B and C. It looks like they're here to defend. Rapscallion again with his trigger finger. Southern Cross only with C, able to capture A just for a quick second. Again, UNSC doing a great job of holding down B. It's one of the biggest things you can do. Southern Cross taking it back, and it looks like we're actually going to have ourselves a fight for this UNSC third point, or Southern Cross first point, which they could be getting right now. They have a countdown. Gets double countered. A and C gets retaken back by Southern Cross at A. UNSC with A and C. They got the countdown. Only 2 left. It's Universal and Rapscallion. Universal is known for doing a great job with these scenarios. Rapscallion able to get the counter at B and get the rest of his team back up.
Red team countered.
Rapscallion
Scores 3 countered.
gonna push into A. Get that last point for Southern Cross. Sorry.
Red countered.
Make sure you can hold down that button.
Blue takes
Make sure that UNSC doesn't get any more points with the Rapscallion. Here's the countdown. Gets the counter at A. Shocked he hasn't been taken out yet immediately.
A.
Southern Cross only having C now, and it seems like Bobby Crusader's gonna go right for that weak spot.
B.
Try to finish it off right here. Take it to a final control point.
Red takes B.
One up crit.
Blue countered.
Jumping around at the speed of sound.
Red takes C.
Hopping across. Taking that button. UNSC only with the need for B.
Red takes C. Red countered. Blue takes B. Red takes
Oogie Boogie gonna push in. Takes C. Gets 1. Does get taken out by Universal. There's somebody else there. Bobby Crusader goes down. Universal doing a great job. Looks like he's gonna watch his health pick up. Sees somebody though. Tries to get a couple of shots off. Again, extremely low. Does get taken out by Crusader. Crusader gonna push in the button. Now here's the counter for UNSC. They counter at A. Rapscallion being a little Rapscallion to UNSC and sitting in their base. Southern Cross with B. Their last surviving hope. Wakanda gonna come in, smash that button. Just like you all should be smashing that like button right now. Because we need more likes, man.
Blue takes A.
Wakanda gonna get a couple of headshots into Bible Crusader. Takes him out.
Blue
We gotta push it. Take out Ebdo.
team countered.
Wakanda
Red takes
gonna get taken out by Bible Crusader, who his team only has A. Gonna take B back though.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Like there's a fight for B somewhere. Bueller taking it back. You can see on our bottom screen, but Bible Crusader gonna push in for C. Gets the countdown. Gets countered to B because Bueller's still there. One up gonna push in. Get that countdown. Let's see if Bible Crusader in here. One goes down. Is this gonna be it? No, they got C. Southern Cross staying alive on their last leg here. Looks like they're just playing mad defense at this point. Quokka goes down.
2.
Five Crusader picked up the staples. And there's the third point for UNSC, making it quick within 10 minutes. And moving us to a control point. Which will indeed be a double control point because of the server difference. Let's take a look at some of these scores. So M-Dub's top killing the entire match and top scoring with a score of 7,732 kills. Rapscallion top killing and top scoring for Southern Cross, 25 kills and a score of 7,200. Phenomenal job by both of these teams. UNSC able to get that snowball effect with that ping advantage though on Southern Cross and just be able to get that done. So we are going to be moving into a double control point. Wonder if we're going to see any subs come out of this one. Take a look at our domination stats. Obviously our KD scores we already seen. Things I like though is our captures. So our captures, it looks like One Up was getting the most captures and the most counters goes to Bueller with that B fight back and forth, if you remember from that third UNSC round. Our highs, I don't know what HS stands for. I don't know if that's high school. Oh, headshots. Ooh, Rapscallion with the most headshots in this match was 17. Kills per minute, fastest killer gonna be M-Dubs. Accuracy as well, favoring the heavy weapons, but not really. Here's our accuracy. It's gonna go to Rapscallion as well. Definitely fits his KD here. What is SH per minute and SC per minute? Oh. What's SC? Score per minute, shots per minute. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So very, very interesting.
Yeah, well, if you look at M-Dubs with the fast fingers, 133 shots per minute.
Yeah, definitely topping everybody else in the lobby, and that goes for score per minute as well, with 836, also topping everybody else in that lobby. Kills per minute, very high as well for M-Dubs. It looks like those all are very, very connected. And his intact, which is a indirections. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's interactions. That just basically is adding up all the kills and deaths. So when you see 33 and Crusader's got 17 and 16 deaths, it's just a combination of the two.
And then interactions per minute is how often you killed or died.
Yeah, it's pretty much how active you are. You know, the crazy madman people that are in the action all the time, you expect to see high interactions per minute. M-Dubs obviously was in the thick of it. Looks like Quokka has dropped out for Rembrandt.
Yeah, Rembrandt can hop in for this control point.
And anybody that's watched Rembrandt on control point will know exactly how much of a beast he is. In fact, I personally think that the reason he's got such a high score in the overall standings and stats is the fact that he's just so good on control point.
Yeah, his control point stats are phenomenal. Blows anybody else out of the water. And is gonna be one of the huge factors for Southern Cross possibly taking this match here. Obviously, UNSC, the Season 5 runner-ups. Or the Season 5 third place, sorry. That was Phoenix that was runner-up. They got Season 5 third place back in Sprinter tier. Right, I'm not wrong. They got Season 5 third place, right, UNSC? I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah. Gonna be really interesting to see who takes this one. My money's on UNSC or on Southern Cross right now, just off of Rembrandt coming back in alone. Honestly.
Yeah, look, for Southern Cross to have any chance at winning this, because UNSC, as you know, they've predominantly spent most of their time in Dasher tier. They really need to post up a fairly high score. They need to either win this first control point or get as close as possible to stand a chance. Given
because right now
ping advantage in this map.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is not their home server. We're gonna be starting on UNSC, then moving to Australia. But it looks like we're getting started. UNSC versus Southern Cross, control point.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Looks like we're gonna see Oogie Boogie push immediately off to the side here. Gonna try to get a couple of shots off. There's a kill on Bueller. Looks like Southern Cross gonna get the button capture, get the main button capture as well. Unity gonna push back, gets the kill on Bible Crusader. A couple of people from UNSC getting that button, but Southern Cross already pulling ahead on low ping. Is phenomenal for them. Bueller gonna push back. Not waste bullets on his own teammate. Hop off to the sniper's perch. UNSC taking the button, but just for a small amount. Southern Cross at about a 10-point lead here. Bueller needs to push in, get that button as soon as possible. M-Dubs with this crazy trigger finger from last round doing a great job just getting as many quick picks as he can. Looks like UNSC catching back up here and taking a small lead. Not before Bueller gets the button though. Oogie Boogie's gonna be the last one up. Not getting the button though, going for kills. If I were him there, I definitely would have sat and waited for somebody to come near the button and then gone for kills. It's definitely more practical to be as close to the button as possible for as long as possible. Rembrandt gonna come in here, try to get this button, gets one pick, does get taken out by Crusader, but he's extremely low now. Bueller. Crusader as well. Rapscallion gonna hop in to the action here. Oogie Boogie goes down. Rapscallion picks out Crusader. Again, gonna keep just watching the sniper perch. Southern Cross taking a small lead here, which is very, very, very beneficial for them, especially being on lower ping. So we'll see what happens here. We're nearing the first 100 here. We're about an eighth into the match. So very, very interesting to see that Southern Cross is actually doing a better job than we expected. Kind of just getting a lot more button focused than UNSC is. I see a lot more members of UNSC going for kills than they are going for button. As we saw, M-Dubs there really went for kills around the button, then actually hit the button. Bueller tries to go immediately in and he doesn't have any dash, and then he still goes into the button walking. So definitely really, really interesting.
Red team has taken the lead.
I know. UNSC only like 4 points ahead, and we're nearing the first 100 here.
Blue team has taken the lead.
Man, they're flipping the lead back and forth.
Flip flop, Wakanda.
Red team has captured the control point.
Go for a couple of shots, one up. Goes down to Rapscallion now. His heavies, but Oogie Boogie able to counter it with his fingers and his pistols. Realistically, it's only good to go for those SMGs if you have the lead, which right now nobody does. Southern Cross the first to hit 100, but not very far behind is UNSC. Hitting 100 on their own right now. Only about a 5-point difference, but Southern Cross has consistently been able to keep the lead. This is going to be insanely close going into the second control point, I feel, unless one team is able to pull ahead a little bit more here. Oogie Boogie gonna push in. Rapscallion. We're gonna see him try to get a couple of shots off using this rail as cover. Very, very low. So right now, best play would be going for the button. Does get taken out by Oogie, who also takes out Bueller, and Universal does a great job trying to hold the button here. UNSC with a very small 2-second lead. Rapscallion grabbing the rockets, gets Crusader. Looks like he's going for desperate measures, but right now, as you know what they say, desperate times call for desperate measures. So we're all here for Rapscallion and the rockets. Oogie Boogie gonna push back into their spawn, try to get a little bit of disruption going. Looks like UNSC able to take a small lead again, not too much though.
Carnage around the button is just next level.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just taking a look at our bottom camera, the amount of kills and deaths happening in that small yellow circle here is very, very high. It looks like these teams are both very, very objective button focused. Right now, M-Dub's doing a great job taking out Bueller, and it looks like UNSC is taking a decent lead, and really, this isn't that much of a decent lead, but for a match like this, seeing UNSC going over by 10 points is actually huge for them. Obviously, it's very easily made up, and not anymore. They're about 20 seconds behind, which then I feel like we would classify as a lead. Definitely able to make back, but Oogie Boogie doing a great job getting this kill power on Car Rapscallion, though. Able to take him out, take out one up crit as well, and it looks like Southern Cross slowly but surely making their way back to their high score. Hyper Crusader gonna push in for UNSC again, 20 points behind the Southern Cross. It's close, and this is UNSC's home server, so it's definitely a little more acceptable. It's gonna be very, very, very close though, to see what happens here. UNSC though nearing 200, Southern Cross only nearing 60. This is gonna start deteriorating into about a 40-second distance now, which is a very long amount of time. It looks like UNSC has found their footing in this match, and is gonna get a huge amount of domination. Oogie Boogie has a phenomenal kills right now, top killing with 41 kills, which is phenomenal. But Rapscallion actually out killing that 43 kills, and his team still behind and doesn't have as much as UNSC, trying to catch back up. There's the 40-second difference. UNSC immediately taking back the button. As I say that, Rapscallion though with the heavies under the bridge. Crusader able to take him out. Universal though able to clean up, come back, one up, and Bueller trading back to Oogie Boogie, who goes, no, not yet, doesn't go down.
We've seen everything in this match. Rocker play, shield play. What's next?
Staples? Do we see Staples next? I'm so confused. Looks like we basically see Staples with Rapscallion going burst fire on the SMGs. Oh my goodness. But yeah, UNSC pulling ahead by almost now. You hate to see it, but almost now 100 seconds. It looks like UNSC has kind of got this one in the bag. With only 50, or now really 40 seconds left before they reach that 300, Southern Cross really needs to get to at least 200 points to make this feasible for them on home servers. But again, it's gonna be really, really, really close. Again, home server advantage does a lot, and we definitely saw it being really close in that last game, and that payload as well. We definitely saw Southern Cross kind of dominate that with 3 minutes left on the cart. Rockets coming back up. But I'm not sure how they're going to react on the control point. Obviously, they have Rembrandt, the control point master, doing a great job getting on this button, getting to this 200 mark. But we're going to see what happens here. One in the corner goes down to Oogie Boogie. Bible Crusader also going to push in. Uni able to take him out. Oogie Boogie though standing on the button. Southern Cross at the 200 point marker. I feel like 100 points is a lot to come back from though. Bueller gonna push in here. Gonna hold the button for as long as possible. Desperate times cover desperate measures. UNSC hitting 300 though. Southern Cross with the score of 214. UNSC needs 214 points to win. Southern Cross needs 300 before UNSC reaches 215. Gonna be very, very, very tough to do for Southern Cross, but it's definitely possible. take a look. So obviously we have M-Dubs tied top killing with the Universal. Never mind, Rapscallion easily taking top kills, 58 kills. Yeah, and then top scoring Rembrandt with a score of 100,000. Sorry, I was a little late to the score party there, but phenomenal job by both teams. Lots of kills, lots of scores. And we're going to be moving to an Australian server now. So, it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen here. I'm very curious to see. What happens here? Yeah, huge control point stats here. Obviously, those kills per minute, interactions per minute, 81 coming from Oogie Boogie, 83 coming from Rapscallion. Lots of people in the high 70s as well. So very, very, very interesting to see here, these stats.
Yeah, and if we look at the shots per minute, we can see that I think it's M-Dubs is 235. Now, that's probably reflective of the fact that he's picking up SMGs, I think. Was he? I'm not sure. That's generally the case, though.
Yeah. Very high interactions for all teams here, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured.
So we're right back into the action here. UNSC already taking a little bit of a lead.
Red team has captured the control point.
Uni gonna get a lot of shots off though. UNSC trying to find their footing, but the lag definitely gonna be a lot for them to get used to here. Southern Cross though playing on their home servers in Sydney.
Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the
Universal already
red team.
crazy on kills. Tyler's one up with 5 kills. Pop. UNSC with a small lead, but these kind of leads do wonders for them. Ooh, yay, a target counter. No, that's actually, I love that. The target is 215 for UNSC, and it looks like they're already getting really close to, not really close, definitely not really close to that, but we're already a minute in. We're seeing both teams hit that 30-second mark. Southern Cross pulling ahead, but not by a lot, and they need to start pulling ahead by a lot, probably right around here, or at least halfway before that 100 mark, so around the 50 mark. They need to start pulling ahead because it needs to be a lot farther away. Southern Cross honestly kind of doing that right now. Looks like they're kind of going for a group of UNSC. Up there it is. They're all hopping onto the button at once, but they does not bode well, and they all die for a second, which is 5 seconds where the entire team is out of commission. So that is actually massive for them. Southern Cross pulling ahead by almost 20 points now. This is what they need to win. And honestly, if they keep this pace up and UNSC doesn't find their footing, it's going to be a rough match for them because Southern Cross can reach that 200. It's going to be really, really close, though, because they're not pulling ahead enough. UNSC hitting that 50. Southern Cross going in for 70 now. Very, very close, but one up. Crick kind of hitting his stride here, going. It only goes down, and Crusader gets a trade as well. That button unfocusedness, though, we saw with Crusader. Gave Southern Cross a couple more seconds. They're past 75 now. Oh no, half of 215 is. Actually, let me find that. I'm gonna calculator it because we love a good calculator at moment. Yeah, so it looks like they're looking for a 107 for UNSC to be halfway. So Southern Cross has to be at 150 before UNSC hits 107, which is going to be really tough to do for them to be on pace. So it's going to be it's looking tough and it's not looking good for UNSC.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point.
Universal.
Captured the
Rembrandt as well.
blue team has captured
UNSC nearing up on 100. Southern Cross already at 100. It's really close, which is not good for Southern Cross. It looks like UNSC is finding their footing on these servers. They're over half. They're almost at halfway now. Southern Cross still 50 away from their halfway mark. So it looks like UNSC, with their advantage in the last game, are the favorites to take this one. You never know what's gonna happen. It's Hyperdash, but it's gonna be really. It's looking like a UNSC favorite here. UNSC only 100 seconds away now. Southern Cross, still over 150 seconds away. So it's not looking very feasible for Southern Cross.
red team has captured the control point.
Rembrandt, though, gonna try his hardest to save it and push into the button, get as much kills as he can. Bible Crusader, though, able to sit on button just for a hot second for UNSC. Gain that time little by little. UNSC has that time. Southern Cross does not. Looks like they are doing a great job kind of dominating this button here. Kind of uninterrupted without a couple of seconds. Now, the one thing I think Southern Cross should do is kind of hold that button, honestly. If the way that the rest of their team is killing right now, obviously outside of what One Up Crit just did, what their team was doing, they probably could have sat on that button and gotten a lot more time than having to dash in, dash out, dash in, dash out, and kind of waste those dashes. Will kind of let them lost control here to UNSC, who's already pushing ahead. They're at about 150 now. Only about 65 seconds left for UNSC. Southern Cross still needs 150.
Captured the control
That's over double what UNSC needs to reach their target.
the lead. Red team
Southern Cross taking a lead. Very small one, though. And it doesn't really matter, because realistically UNSC is in the lead. If we took this like a payload and had percentages to their respective goals, UNSC is still way ahead here, under 100 points for UNSC. Southern Cross still over 100. They are at 169 though. That's a very nice number. But UNSC at 165.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control
Yeah, the rocket plays going crazy. Southern Cross trying their hardest to get back to where they were, but UNSC just so close. I think they're probably about, what, 30 seconds off now? Not very long until Southern Cross gets kicked out of the season. Goes down, Sprinter Tier semifinals, but we don't know. Southern Cross still has a chance. They're about 100 seconds away from taking this win, but UNSC 25. They're trying their hardest here, and we can see it. Southern Cross hitting 200 now.
point.
UNSC hitting 185.
Control point. Blue team has captured the control point.
Oh no, now they're at like 30 seconds. Wait, no, this has become a lot closer because my brain has decided to start working. They're about 25 seconds off now. Southern Cross doing a great job getting this button. UNSC might not be working hard enough.
Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point.
UNSC 20 seconds out.
Red team,
Southern Cross 75 seconds out.
blue team has captured the control point.
Let's see. 15 seconds out. Southern Cross 70 seconds out. Looks like they're moving exponentially by 5s apiece. And UNSC getting extremely close to their goal, only 10 seconds out from moving on to the Sprinter Tier finals. Oh, the shield play! Getting extremely close, and there it is! UNSC, your Dasher Tier finalists, moving on and beating Southern Cross. We still got the rest of this control point to play out, and Southern Cross ahead for the race to 300. They gotta finish off this control point for the stats. For the stats, man, for the stats. But yeah, a phenomenal job by both teams. Obviously, UNSC still putting in a great fight, trying to finish this off. Southern Cross still has a lead of about 10 points, but looks like they've lost a little bit of motivation to the race to 300. We're only about 50 seconds out now from the end of this control point.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point.
UNSC getting that 250. Southern Cross still 10 points up though, doing a great job on their home servers. Just that last server really put them at a disadvantage. If they played their home server first, I think it would have been a lot closer, and I think honestly Southern Cross would have been able to take that first control point and possibly taken the entire match. It's really tough to come back from a double control point, so they're tied just for a hot second as Southern Cross pulls ahead by about 3 seconds. One up Critco, gonna go in. M-dubs.
Red team has captured the control point.
Going out at low.
Blue team has captured.
Gonna push it into the button, take it. Bob Crusader takes him out though, gets in his face like a FNAF jump scare. Takes him out.
Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured
Grab
the
Scallion.
control point. Red team has
Taken out by one up gets taken out by Bueller. M-dubs back to take that revenge.
Blue team has captured
Southern
the
Cross,
control point.
only a few points out now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, not yet. UNSC still at 283. Trying to hard to Southern Cross. Taking the payload. Or not the payload. The second control point for the 300. But unfortunately, not taking the match because the UNSC already hit their 215 before Southern Cross hit that 300. Let's take a look at some of these scores. So top killing the entire match. We got one up Crit with 52 kills. Top scoring, Oogie Boogie. That's only for UNSC. Top scoring though, Oogie Boogie with 9,754. For Southern Cross, doing a great job with their scores. They're top 2, both in the top 1,000. Rembrandt top scoring 11,124. As you were saying, Firehorse, the god, the goat, if you will, of control point. So yeah, phenomenal job by both teams. UNSC moving on as one of your Sprinter Tier finalists. Phenomenally played by both teams. We saw a phenomenally played control point at the end there. And yeah, let's take a look at some of these. So Hacks versus Hush coming in, and I'm pretty sure that's 1 o'clock EST, 4 a.m. GMT, and any other time zone. Pretty sure that will be 12 CST, 10 PST. I think I've hit everything except for the Europeans. And then the next one, Life versus Supernova, 10 o'clock GMT, 7 EST, which means that's 6 CST and 4 PST. Those are tomorrow's matches, rounding off the semifinals of Dash League Season 6.
Alright, if we look at the bracket just before we kill the stream, we can see that UNSC moves forward through the finals, and they'll take the winner between Life and Supernova. That should be a really good Sprinter grand final, so looking forward to that one. And don't forget that Southern Cross is not out. They play for bronze. The bronze match.
Yeah, the bronze match.
The loser of Life and Supernova, so that should be a good one too.
Yeah, I forgot about the bronze match. Yeah, so look forward to those being streamed as well as soon as I hit the calendar. And I think that'll be all for us.
That's it, we're out of here. Thanks everybody for sticking around. Thanks Graphics for dropping in. It's fantastic to hear.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's been a pleasure.
We'll catch you all on the next one. Don't forget those 2 matches tomorrow. Thanks for watching Dash League.
Dash League.